Brace yourself. Get it passed up anytime now. Collect yourself. Things will never be the same in a sad, sad world.
Welcome everybody, Mr. Childers here, coming at you with a quick video for Wednesday, December 2nd. I'm sorry that I won't be able to be with you in class today because I will be strapped down to a dentist's chair, which means I would much rather be with you today, but this is what happens when you go 15 years between dental appointments. By the time they're done, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to take the whole head. So it's going to be interesting teaching next year. I started teaching this year with no hair. Teaching next year with no head is going to be a special challenge of its own. What I want to do is talk to you about the project that we're starting, the Big Questions Project. We talked briefly about part one of the project in class Tuesday. Just a short reminder, for part one of the Big Questions Project, you were to think of 5 big questions. Big questions are things that you feel that a person must struggle to answer in order to live and die well. These are the kinds of questions that philosophers tackle. You write 5 questions, and then for each of the questions, you tell me in 1 or 2 sentences why that question is important. For part one, you're not attempting to answer the questions. You're just telling me what your questions are and why those questions are important for someone to answer in order to live well. For part two, there is a document in the quarter 2, week 6 folder called 202 Philosophical Questions. Let's take a quick look at that document. I'm using Zoom, so everything takes forever, but I'm going to share that with you. Oh, it did not take forever. 202 philosophical questions. And this document is exactly what it sounds like. It's 202 big questions chosen by philosophers. How long will you be remembered after you die? What benefits does art provide society? What do you contribute back to society? How important is play in living a healthy and fulfilling life? What is the biggest waste of human potential? Read through this document, read through these 202 questions, and look for 5 that jump out at you. 5 that you see and say, you know, that is a really good question. That is a really important question. For each of those 5, write down the question. This time, yes, you can copy the question word for word, and it's not plagiarism because of the nature of the assignment. So choose 5, tell me which 5 questions you're picking. The questions do need to be different from the questions that you wrote in part 1. So if you find one that's asking the same thing in just a little different language, don't pick that one. Pick 5 unique questions. For each of the questions you choose for part 2, just like you did in part 1, you're going to tell me in 1 or 2 sentences why that is an important question. Don't start part 2 until you finish part 1. So by the time you're done with these, you will have turned in 2 separate assignments, 2 separate lists of 5 questions and why they're important. The first 5 you wrote, the second 5 you picked from that list of 202. It will be in the third part of the project that we won't talk about today, where you will start trying to answer some of those questions. I look forward to being with you again on Thursday. Hope you have a good day on Wednesday. Hope you make some progress on this project. Parts 1, 2, and eventually part 3 of this project will be the final assignment of the quarter. Friendly reminder, the absolute deadline for all work for second quarter is 3:59 a.m. Friday, December 18th. I have to submit my final grades on that day, December 18th, so there is no room for any extensions, no room for any exceptions. All work must be submitted by 3:59 a.m. December 18th. Okay, thanks a lot and hope to see you soon.
Around a lot a bit, trying to make the pieces fit to a puzzle with a million missing pieces. When I'm feeling fine is when I discover that I'm afraid to blow my cover, and there's something very wrong with this. So sit back in your hole, or get back in your cave. If I'm going down, I'm taking someone with